بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما وفقها وإخلاصا وعملا متقبلا. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
Today the first question is ما حكم من صلى بدون طهارة ناسيا? What is the rule if someone he pray already without wudu but he forget that, he don't know, he start the salat and he think he have a wudu but he discover that later. What the rule of that? So we have two cases. Number one, if you remind in the salat. Number two, when he finish the salat and remind again. If someone he remind in the salat, he has to stop the salat and go to make wudu. Okay? Whether he was the imam or he was what? Ma'moom. Okay? I tell you a story before happened that when the imam he actually started salat without wudu. Now what the rule is, if someone imam he started the salat, this is the question. If the imam he started salat without wudu, he forgot that. And in the middle of the salat he discovered himself, okay, well I have no wudu. And he give the mic to another imam, and he left. What they rule about the people behind him? Actually, does the salat is acceptable or they have to repeat from the beginning?
Acceptable.
Huh? But he told them, I start my salat without wudu, and I remained in the middle and I left. What do you mean behind him? They have to pray again from the beginning, because if the imam he lost his wudu in the salat, he continue. Okay, the salat is acceptable. It's correct for the people. But if the imam start the salat without wudu, the salat from the beginning is batila.
You know, I read in one book actually that the people who make magic, they ask one person to be imam for maybe like 1 year without ghusl, without wudu, and then shaitan will give him everything. The jinns will have
Yes,
even they are doing this thing, you know.
Yes,
there are many stories about this.
That's the way of the sahar, how to be magician. That's
Yes.
one of them now.
Yes.
So now just to focus in this case, when the imam starts the salat without wudu, what they do behind him? They must repeat the salat.
No.
Okay? But if the imam he lost the wudu during the salat, he left, but people behind him continue salat. Okay? This first case. The second case, if someone you reminded after the salat. For example, he prayed, when he finished, say, okay, wallahi, I prayed wudu without wudu. What I have to do now?
He must repeat himself, but not the people.
He has to start the salat and repeat. No. He has, if he was alone, pray individually,
No.
he has to make wudu and pray again. But if he was imam, he has to tell the people who see them. Okay, for example, now I pray imam here without wudu. When I remind him when I finish, say, my brother, please, I start my salat without wudu. Okay, when you finish the salat, everyone hear me. He has what to must. He must what to repeat the salat. But if someone left, he left now.
He's left.
Okay, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala punish people after what? After the knowledge. قال تعالى وما كنا معذبين حتى نبعث رسولا لكي لا يكون another ayah قال تعالى لكي لا يكون للناس عليكم حجة بعد الرسل. So if you told him, my brother, I prayed without wudu, then they must start the salah from the beginning. But if they didn't tell him, Allah will punish him alone. For example, he feels shy. I will not tell them I feel shy. Okay, how this does it? Then he will hold all the punishment of those people. Now, in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Now, if there is a jama'ah, praying jama'ah, and one person passed the wind, and the wind spread to the rest, are they going to all pray, make all wudu again for this jama'ah, or only that person?
Only that person.
Even though the other
Yes.
Please.
yes, so the smell.
Now the smell will not pressure the food. Okay? Just a pass out that people. Right, brother. Yes, go ahead.
My question is
No.
regarding, Alhamdulillah, you have told us those who have gone are free. But now, you've given a dalil until when Allah will not punish until the
You know,
messenger.
until you know.
Now when we finish here, the message goes back to the people who have already left home, even in maybe 2 days. They say, oh, you know what has happened in the masjid today? Hey, the Imam, so. Did they repeat tomorrow, the next day, or they leave it?
No, if they know, whenever they know, they have to pray. But now, if they don't know, when left now, they can pray, go now. But he will pray. But if you told him, he must to repeat that salah. Because salah will fight.
Even after 1 day.
After 1 week. Okay? Because that's like a debt. Like a debt, you have to do it. Okay? If you don't know, you are free. But if you, when you know, you have to pay for that. Now,
Sorry, please. This case, I've ever asked you this question last week regarding reducing solar or increasing solar. I've ever had a fatwa like this, but I don't have real evidence of that fatwa to give you now to read it. The person said about solar, if you increase or reduce solar, as in the numbers of solar. You know, you said if you are doubting and you are still in the masjid, if you remember, you bring back you repair the one you mixed. As in you reduce solar. Instead of 4 rakah, you did 3. But after you finish prayer, you were doubting whether you
mean someone forget 1 rak'ah?
Yeah.
If someone forget 1 rak'ah and you remind the salat, he can make another rak'ah. Okay? But when he makes salam,
Yeah.
and if someone told him just a few minutes, someone told him, you missed a rak'ah, then you have to stand and pray again.
Yeah, and I asked you if the person left the masjid. You said no.
If he
The
left
masjid.
if he left the masjid and he doubt, no, you don't pray. But if he has yaqeen, 100%, I missed salat, you have to repeat it. But if someone have a doubt, don't, because the shaitan come to you, say, you know, you pray only 2 rak'ah today. You pray all 3 rak'ah. You make only 1 sajda. The shaitan, why? To make you think about it. So if you left the salat and you finish, alhamdulillah. But if you have yaqeen, for example, someone film you on the early way, you know you missed 1 rak'ah, you have to pray.
So it's today now you got my question ready.
Okay.
The question that day.
Yeah.
So even though you left the masjid and you have the yaqeen that you've missed 1 rakah,
You have to pray.
go back.
You have
Yes,
to pray.
that is what my
But
question.
I told you, if someone he comes to his mind, okay, maybe I pray 3 today or 4, 3 or 4. No, leave it. Don't think of it because what a doubt.
Yes.
Okay? But when you have yaqeen, you have to pray. You cannot do that. Now, any question about this point? That's inshallah. The next question is, اللهم صل على وسلم. ما حكم من صلى وفي بدنه أو ثوبه أو البقعة التي يصلي عليها نجاسة؟ نعم. If someone he pray and on his clothes or his carpet in a place or his body najasa, what to do with the salat? Is that acceptable or not?
No.
No. Okay? نعم. But how he can? Should he repeat the salat if you know after that? We have 2 cases. If you know inside during the salat, he has to take it away, or like a shoes, like a jacket, like anything. Okay, now I give you answer, inshallah. Now, number 1, the case number 1, أن يعلم أثناء الصلاة. If he knows that during the salat, he must remove it right now. Okay? If he cannot, فإن لم يستطع قطع صلاته ثم أزال نجاسة. If he cannot remove it, for example, in the thawb, you cannot take off your thawb in the salat, for example. What you have to stop the salat and go remove it and come back what? To your salat. But second one, here the opposite. The second one said, أن يعلم بعد الصلاة فلا شيء عليه. If someone, he didn't know until he finished the salat and he found some najasa, then you don't need to repeat it. Okay, because what? You don't know before that.
What do you mean when you say come back to the salat? Does that mean like if I pray duhur and I see, oh, what is this? In my second rakat, I go away and I go back and do 2 rakat?
No, come, start from the beginning.
Yeah.
You cannot, salat,
So
you
restart.
cannot cut the salat.
Because when you said come back to it, I was like, what?
Come back to repeat it again. I mean,
I've got a question. You know, 2 years
Entire
ago,
salah.
entire salat, yeah. Allah said, فَأَتِمُّ. Atimmu. And Nabi said, if someone he came late, you have to come with the sakina to the masjid. Don't rush and start with the imam when the imam says salam and فَأَتِمُّ. I explained yesterday what the meaning قال تعالى اليوم أكملت لكم دينكم وأتممت عليكم نعمتي. What difference between أكملت وأتممت said?
One is complete, one is.
What difference between أكملت وأتممت? I have to. What difference? You wasn't here, I think. Sheikh.
Akmaltu is to complete all the for one time. Atmamtu is
Perfection.
Step by step.
The opposite way.
The opposite.
أكملت, that means step by step.
Step by
But
step.
أتممت one go. Everything in the Quran Kareem, you can see the evidence. Everything Allah said, أتممت, you cannot cut it. قال تعالى ثم أتم الصيام إلى الليل.
Atmamtu.
أتممت. You can cut the salat to take 1 break, 1 hour break in the. No. Allah said, أتم الصلاة. In the hadith, Prophet said, فأتموا. So the itmam, you cannot cut it. So you have to what? You have to start the salat from the beginning. Now, that's it. So if someone he found an najasa on his body, or a clothes, or what, after the salat being finished, he don't need to actually to repeat. It's not repeat.
I have a question. You know, I was living in a house where there were cats. You know, the animal.
No.
Sometimes I make salats. You know, I don't know, but they are coming on my, like, you know, musalla where I'm
The
praying.
cat is tahir.
Is okay.
The cat is tahir.
And he sits just where I make sujuda, like when I'm
The
praying.
same. The cat, and the Prophet said, إنها من الطوافات عليكم. That
What
means
if a dog
they go
is
around
coming?
you.
If
The
it's
dog
a
is najis.
Dog is nice.
Dog is najis. Actually, we have Al-Malikiyya, Imam Malik rahimahullah said the dog is not najis. Only his tongue is najis.
Only
His
tongue.
saliva is najis. But the rest of the scholars said no. All the dog is najis.
Like if you're walking on my.
Even, you know, the
rest-
skin of the animal, inshallah, we talk one day about it. It doesn't mention there. The skin of the animal, for example, for the sheep and the cow, how we can use it after the death? We can make dibagh. What mean dibagh? What mean dibagh? To clean that skin with the salt and some substances to make it clean and can use it. Okay? The skin of the dog and the pork completely najis. You cannot use it at all.
Never.
Okay, so the cat is halal, is tahir, but the dog is najis. نعم. اللهم صل على رسول
I
الله.
have a question.
نعم.
Okay, Alhamdulillah, you talked about najis. Here I am, I start my salah, but I'm lifting my baby. And then, as I'm in salah, the baby, I can't put him down, but I hear.
Okay, but he has an nappy.
Yes, he has it.
Okay, that's fine because
So,
it's protected now.
Yeah, it's protected, but I'm holding some. So, does my salah, I lock the door?
No, you can't. As much as everyone human being, you have in stomach something. Through yourself, no, that's protected now. But if you're afraid to come out, then you put it down. But as long as it's protected, you're safe. You can't leave it. مدير نعم. اللهم صل على رسول الله. إذا the now question is أن يعلم نعم. The question ما الدعاء الوارد عند دخول المسجد وعند الخروج منه? When you enter the masjid, what the dua is?
Bismillah wa salatu wa salam wa rasulillah.
Yeah.
Allahumma inni. No.
اللهم إني أفتح عليك أبواب رحمتك.
What the dua when you enter the masjid?
أعوذ بالله
If you
العظيم
practice, you will
وبوجه
never forget.
الكريم وسلطان القديم. This one.
Yes, that's a part of that dua. The dua is أعوذ بالله العظيم وبوجه الكريم وبسلطان القديم من الشيطان الرجيم اللهم افتح لي أبواب رحمتك وانشر لي خزائن علمك. That is the dua. But he said only the short. Okay? For example, when you enter the toilet, what do you say?
Bismillah. Allahumma inni a'udhu min al-khubuthi wal khaba'ith.
When you back, when out,
غفرانك.
غفرانك.
Alhamdulillah,
Now, so that is the part. When you go, غفرانك الحمد لله الذي أذهب عني الأذى وعافاني. That is the complete dua. So now the dua of the masjid, what is? أعوذ بالله العظيم وبوجه الكريم وبسلطانه القديم من الشيطان الرجيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وآله وصحبه وسلم اللهم افتح لنا باب رحمتك وانشر لنا خزائن علمك. I think should have to print it. You have to print it and put here on the and out and everyone read it when enter the masjid. أعوذ بالله العظيم. I read it from here إن شاء الله. نعم. الدعاء نعم يقدم now first of your right leg. بسم الله أعوذ بالله العظيم وبوجهه الكريم وسلطانه القديم من الشيطان الرجيم اللهم صل على محمد اللهم اغفر لي ذنوبي وافتح لي أبواب رحمتك. That is دعاء. وعند الخروج when they come out he left with the left leg and he said Bismillah أعوذ بالله العظيم ووجه الكريم وبسلطان القديم من الشيطان الرجيم اللهم صل على محمد اللهم اغفر لي ذنوبي وافتح لي أبواب فضلك.
Yeah.
When you come out,
Question. What is considered entering the masjid? Is it from here or when you enter?
No, from the gate.
From the gate.
Yes, the scholar said all the building around the masjid is a
It's a
masjid.
masjid.
Okay?
That's why they say you cannot even spit in the outside the masjid.
Tijara.
Some scholars they used to forbid
Okay,
it.
from the gate, all that a masjid.
No.
But
Okay.
we drive through the gate.
Huh?
So
When you drive, say that, yes, but it's still a masjid. All the buildings that are a masjid, not only what the place to pray. Okay? That the scholar said now. So if you want to deal to trading, to buy and sell, it's haram to buy and sell here.
Yes.
You have to be out of the gate. Okay? Naam. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina.
Yes. I was saying, sometimes we want shortcut to Jannah. Sometimes we want shortcut to Jannah.
Okay.
Shortcut to
Yeah,
Jannah.
yeah. How?
Yes, Allahumma ghfir li dhunubi wa ta'ala wa rahmatika.
No, if you want to short to Jannah, you have to make big dua. That makes you short. The big engine will get you fast. Small engine will
No, I'm not.
that will be late. Now,
Yes, that's about
Why, yeah.
The point is,
We agree you have to be
the
sitting
point
down.
is now in that way. What I'm saying, there are people who want short. Even in Tahiyyat, you find people. In others, they tie short. But they should know the more you make short, you are making yourself less.
And poorer.
listen to me.
Ma'am.
The short of the dua, that's the way of the shaitan. The shaitan comes to Muslim to stop him from the tawheed, to make him a kafir. But he cannot do it. What he do? He put him in the bid'ah, a new bid'ah, to be away from the sunnah. He cannot do the bid'ah, delay his salat. If he cannot delay his salat, he actually stop him from the make the dua in the salat at all. If he cannot stop him from the dua, make him a short. Okay? And he came to the people, especially after the salat. When they say, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, Assalamu alaikum, so they run, go. People lift. Why? This is a type of the dua. This is a part of the salat. As long as you stay here, Allah consider like a salat for you.
And they ask
Before
for
and after.
forgiveness. The angel asks forgiveness. For
Yes,
you.
I said that before.
No.
The salat and the adhkar, the same like a car with a trolley behind it. If the shaitan he can't take, steal the car and be fine. He cannot steal the car. What steal? Your trolley from behind. Okay? So if you are aware of the shaitan, when you finish the salah, sit and then make the adhkar and make the dua. That's because a place and the time is dua be acceptable, inshallah. Okay? That's shaitan. You move quickly. So you have to keep in that time to stay after salat. If you're in a hurry, if you have something, okay, that's fine. But usually, if you have time, stay here, finish your azkar, make dua, and then leave. Naam. اللهم صل على رسول الله. متى يصلي المأموم قاعدا? When the people behind the imam, they have to pray sitting down. I will leave it for tomorrow, inshallah, because you have more details about it, especially for my case, because before I used only to pray, I'm sitting now. Go ahead. Salam.
Yesterday, something happened to me. I make a bishop.
Naam.
I started watch my hand, nose and mouth. After what I start my hand.
Okay.
After that, I wash my feet. Wash my feet. When I come and pray, I remember I make a mistake. So I
Stop salat.
go back again. Make a proper ablution, come back and do the prayer.
Yes.
Is it correct? Or?
Yeah. Listen to me. If someone he actually forgets some piece in his some part in his body for the wudu, and he wants to start the salat and remind where in the salat, you have to stop the salat and repeat the wudu. But if someone he reminded exactly when he finished the wudu and still their body is wet, what you have to do?
Just the part is missed.
No.
No?
He start again
I
from the
before
part.
I wash it. Yeah, I know I was supposed to start this one first before I wash the hand. I jump.
Yes, you did not get what he's saying yet. You know, we have steps in performing ablution from hand,
Okay.
from this,
Okay.
from that. So if instead of maybe mouth first before nose. He went to nose. You
Okay.
understand? Later on again, he come back and do it. How
Okay.
do you see it if he missed
No,
the
no, no,
step?
I said, I do for the nose everything. Oh, I got to the face first, I watch the hands.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
Go
that's
back
it,
to
that's
this
it,
again.
that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, you have, for example,
You
you
jump.
start with the mouth and your noise,
Yeah.
okay, and you went to your hand and come back to your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you have to start rain from your face and your hand and your
Exactly.
feet.
Yeah.
Okay, where the mistake is, stop from there. Okay, fix it and continue.
Same like the Quran when you make mistake in the Quran.
Exactly, yes. It's,
But for him, he had gone out and he came to Salah.
So after that, I remember I've jumped.
you have to go and repeat the wudu and start.
That's what I did.
Okay, because why? Because at long time, if you repeat it immediately after the wudu, you can't get that to fix. But if that long time until your body dry, you have to start from the beginning. Now,
But Sheikh, this thing, I know it's a question now. It leads to another question again. Among the steps in the wudu, we have, if you miss a particular step, which is not, maybe I will not put it as maybe wajib, I know everything is okay, but you miss one step, maybe you did not put water in your ear, for example, and you come out. If you are going back, are you going to repeat all or just that particular of your ear alone you do and come back?
you have to start from here and continue to the end.
Ah.
If you remind it immediately,
Yeah.
but if you after 1 hour, for example, no, then you have to start to wudu from the beginning.
Because I've had something contrary to this. That
No.
if it is
نعم
sunnah
جزاكم
part of the
الله خيرا
wudu,
وبارك الله فيكم.
you